Good morning, children. Welcome to your maths class. Children, today we will start chapter number 12, Perimeter and Area. Children, in this chapter, you will learn about what is the meaning of perimeter, how to find the perimeter of small closed shapes and of rectilinear figures. Also, children, we will learn finding the perimeter of a square and rectangle using formula. So, children, let's start. We already know about the plane figures, open and closed curves and polygons. What are plane figures, children? Plane figures has no thickness and it lies in one plane. Now, what are the open and the closed curves? We have already read about this in our geometry chapter. Let's revise. Curves can be open or closed if its endpoints do not meet or meet respectively. Children, look at here. In this figure, it's a closed curve. Okay? Because the endpoints meet, isn't it? But here, children, in this figure, it's open curve. Because you may look here, these points are not meeting. No? So here it's an example of open curve and it's an example of closed curve. Now we talk about polygons. Polygons are simple closed figures made up of line segments only. Now children, a figure formed by the progression of points in a plane that do not change the direction, then it's a straight line. Okay, collection of points, no? And now, when the points changes the direction from one point to another, then it forms a curve. So children, here you can see the letter E, English letter U. So it's an example of your curve. Okay, you may look at here because lines are not straight. Now look at the figures given below. It's an example of a straight line. It's a closed curve. You may see it's not an polygon. Why? Because it's not made up of the line segments. Now this is a curve line. It's open curve. And now it's a polygon because it's made up of line segments. Okay? So straight line, closed curve, open curve, not a polygon and it's polygon. Here children, you have to find which of the following is a slant, horizontal or vertical line or a curve. You have to write your answer in the blank provided. One is done for you. It's an example of slant line. You write here slant. Now in B number you can see it's curve, no? So you write here curve. In C number you can see it's a vertical line. So you write here vertical. It's curve. Again you write here curve. Now again it's slant. So you write here slant. It's horizontal. Again it's curve and again it's horizontal. Now children, tick the closed curve. So look at here. The meeting point should be same. Okay, the starting and the finishing point should be same. So here you may look in this A number. You can find everywhere it's closed. So it's a closed curve. Here it's open. So don't put here tick. A number is closed curve. Now look at the figure number D. It's again a closed curve. Put here a tick. Look at the E number. It's again a closed curve. Tick. F number again closed curve. Tick. Okay. But these two are open. No, you can see. So don't put here tick. Now identify the polygons and write the number of line segments of which it is made of. So children, you have to identify the polygons. In figure A, it's rectangle made up of 4 line segments. So you have to count here number of line segments. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's a polygon with the number of sides 4. So you have to mention here number of sides 4. It's not a polygon. Again, in the C number, it's a triangle, it's a polygon, and number of sides are 3. 1, 2, 3. So write here number of sides equals to 3. Again, D number, it's not a polygon because not made up of line segments, no. E number, you can see children, it's again a polygon, and you can see here small line segments are there. Okay, so here you have to count it. So 1, now this 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 and this 16. You started from here, no? So 16 line segments. Okay. Now children, after E you can see the F number, it's also a closed figure. Okay, it's also a polygon, no? Count here number of sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right number of sides equals to 8. Now in G number, again it's polygon. Now number of sides 1, 2, 3, 4. So write here number of sides equals to 4. It's not a polygon. Okay, it's not closed now. Also it's not a polygon. So children, you have to do this exercise in the book only. No need to do in copy. Now children, we are moving to our topic perimeter. So children, examples are given. Consider the following situations. Lace required to cover the border of a tablecloth. We have a tablecloth and you have to put here lace around it. So what will you do? You need to measure the boundary, no? Boundary of this tablecloth. Again, take the second situation. Fencing required for the protection of backyard garden. So again, when you need to fence it, then again you need to find the length of the boundary, isn't it? You will just calculate, na? C number, LED lights string required to put around the house on Diwali. So again children, you need to know the length of the boundary where you will use this LED light. Now distance walked around the park. Here it's a park and you are moving around the park. So here total distance. So again you need to add this boundary. Okay, you will walk. So again you need to add this boundary. So children, in all the above situations, we need to know the length of the boundaries of tablecloth, backyard garden, around the house and the park respectively. So the length of the boundary of a closed figure is called its perimeter. Okay, because every closed figure has a boundary, no? So the length of the boundary of a closed figure is called its perimeter. Okay. Now how will you find the length of the boundary? How will you find the perimeter? Yes. So moving to here, perimeter of small figures. Suppose children, when you have to find the perimeter, so when the figure is made up of straight lines. Okay. Here you can see, here the girl is measuring the perimeter of a book. So here she will measure the length of the boundary using the scale. Because it's a straight line. So what will you do? We measure the length of all the sides of the figure with the ruler or measuring tape and add them together. So here you measure the length of all the 4 sides. One side, second side, third side, fourth side. You measure and all these 4 you will add. So in this way you will find the perimeter of the given figure. Now suppose children, when the figure is not made up of a straight line, it's curved. You can see the blue figure, it's curved, not made up of a straight line. In this case children, we use a string or a thread. Okay, so you take a thread and start measuring using the thread from the 1 point. Okay, and now measure the total length of the string and it will give us the perimeter of the figure. You start measuring from 1 point and put the thread along its boundary and when you will reach to the same point, then you cut the thread and now you measure the length of the thread using your scale. Okay? Now moving to third number, when the figure is on a unit square paper. Unit square paper, children, it's also a graph paper. So when the figure is made on a graph paper, you need to count the number of unit lengths along the boundary of the figure, and total number of unit lengths counted is the perimeter of the figure. Suppose, children, we are taking here this figure, and now you need to find the boundary perimeter of this figure. So you count the units of length along the boundary. So here is 1 unit, second unit, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So here the perimeter of this figure is 12 unit. Now let's do some examples. Here example 1. Use a centimeter ruler to measure the length of the sides of a triangle drawn below and hence find its perimeter. So children, using the ruler, we will find the length of the side 1, length of the side 2 and length of side 3. So when you will use ruler, you will find the length of side 1 is 4 centimeter. You may write here 4 centimeter. The length of side 2 is 5 centimeter. Write here 5 centimeter. And the length of side 3, again it is 5 centimeter. Now children, we will find the perimeter of the given triangle. So you will add all the 3 sides length. So the first side length is your 4 centimeter, second side length 5 centimeter and the third side length is your again 5 centimeter. Add these 3. So the total length, that is your perimeter, will be 14 centimeter. I hope you understood. Okay. Now children, we will do the formula to find the perimeter of a triangle. So when you have to find the perimeter of a triangle, we find the sum of the lengths of its sides. Means you have to add the length of all these 3 sides. Okay? And now when you have to find the perimeter of a rectangle, then is the sum of lengths of its 4 sides. Okay? The length of the 4 sides, that is your length plus breadth plus length plus breadth. Okay? So children, you can write the formula also to find the perimeter of a rectangle. We use the formula 2 into L plus B. That is 2 multiplied by length plus breadth. So you can write small l at the place of length and small b at the place of breadth. So you can use formula also to find the perimeter of a rectangle. I hope you are getting, children. Similarly, when you have to find the perimeter of a square, you will again find the sum of the length of all the 4 sides. But children, in the case of a square, all the 4 sides are same. No, all the sides are same. So you can multiply the length of one side by 4. So you can write the formula 4 into side. So perimeter of a square equals to 4 into length of the side. Okay? So this everything I will give you a note. You can write in your maths copy. In exercise 2a, children, you have to find the perimeter of each of the following polygons. So here in this figure, triangle, you have to find the perimeter of this triangle. So all the 3 sides are given 4 centimeter, 4 centimeter and 4 centimeter. So here the perimeter, you add all these 3 sides, 4 plus 4 plus 4, that is your 12 centimeter. So perimeter will be 12 centimeter. In question number B, again you find the sum of all these 3 sides. Okay, so you can do it 3 plus 4 plus 5, that is your, yes, 12 centimeter. So the perimeter will be 12 centimeter. Now again in C number, here you add all these 4 sides to find the perimeter of this rectangle. So you can use 2 plus 8 plus 2 plus 8, that is your 20 centimeter. So the perimeter will be again 20 centimeter. In the case of D, there are 4 sides given. It's a square. So again you can do addition here. You add all these 4, 6, 6, 6, 6. It's 24 centimeter. Perimeter is 24 centimeter. Now children, in this polygon, it's given the length of all the sides. So again you need to add these values. So you start addition. 3 plus 4 plus 2 plus 3 plus 2. So what are you getting? Tell me. So it's coming 14 centimeter. No. So the perimeter will be 14 centimeter. Now in the case of F number children, you just add all these sides. So 3 plus 6 plus 5 plus 4 plus 4. All the sides are given. So you just add all the values and then you will find the perimeter of this polygon. So here the perimeter will be, yes, 22 centimeter when you will do addition. I hope all of you are getting. Today this much only children. In next class we will complete these questions also. So till then, take care and complete your work in your copy. I will send through the PDF. Thank you children. Have a nice day.